No BRB today. Is it your hog? Yeah, that's the special gift. Oh, you mean this?
Vinny, this is Solid Snake. I'm told that you play a lot of Metal Gear games, and that you've developed a joke of telling Raiden in Snake's voice to squeeze your hog. So, I only have one thing to say. Raiden, squeeze my hog.
Apparently a lot of people haven't seen that tonight. But it's real. A couple people from Vinesauce, from the streams, got David Hayter to say that. So my life is complete. He's got such a good sense of humor about it. It's amazing. All right. That was the BRB. I hope you enjoyed it. Here is the game I tried to play last week, but couldn't because it didn't work. But this is Species. So what is this game? It's a game where you create artificial life, and then you watch it evolve into strange strange creatures. Strange creatures. Okay, so I'm gonna have to relearn how to play this. I played this years ago, and I enjoyed it. I made some strange creatures, as I said, but at the same time, I'm gonna have to relearn how to do this. Okay, so you make a map. Let's do that one. That one looks good. And you could do modifiers and growth rate and all that stuff. But we'll do the defaults for now. That way, I know what to do. Here we go. Welcome to Species. Fins and Flippers update. Okay. WASD, shift control. Well, the game looks better, and this grid system is a lot better. Oh, I see the UI's better, too. Time acceleration, 1, 2, or 3 to accelerate time. We can watch this dude die. We can watch them go underwater. That's brand new. See their state on the right. You can get more details by clicking tab, by pressing tab. You see their energy level. Okay. All right. So is this meat? Yeah. Is this spore too? Kind of. There's no music for this? Guess not. What are you doing? Are you drowning, you dumb meat? Yep, dead. It's just dead. Play spore music? Sure, I can do that. The music comes in at random. Oh, so there is music in this. Alright, so I just remember being able to watch the mutations occur and seeing the meats turn into the big meats. So we can have the simulation occur at a high rate while the creatures continue to evolve. We can increase the temperature. Oh, here's some music. That's good. We can increase the fertility. Oh, you can see some successful meats. Over time, these meats have developed a method. They eat all the grass on the... Wait a minute. They're eating all the grass on the island. That's not good. Wait, is that their mouth or their... You can see their genetic... Okay, well, if you want their fucking genetic code, that's apparently in this game. Yeah, I have streams of this from years ago, and it wasn't It wasn't quite like this. Okay, so now we've got some slightly orange meat. In it... Oh, it's dying. And it's dead. Okay, the orange meat is trash. Bad mutation. This meat is not built to survive. In fact, the regular meat is attacking. I can kill? Yep, I can kill. I can kill at will. I can feed. See, I just fed this one, which is increasing the vitality. I can gene splice with another creature. I don't have a genome bank, though. I need to import. Oh, that just crashes the game. That's cool. Good feature. Alright, well, autosave is... You imported a negative number? This is what I get for trying to play God. Here, you know what? That's a good idea. Let me try not importing. I'm gonna import 1. Nope, can't import. I have a theory that the reason I can't import is because I don't have any meats saved. So, in that sense, I'm gonna give it a chance, and we'll see. Maybe it's something I did wrong. I can create... Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let me irradiate some meats. Oh, I can revive them from the dead, by the way. Like this dude right here. This is going to be my genetic experiment buddy for a little while. Alright, so I think I can name him. He's dying. Man, can you, like, not die for a minute? Something is really, really wrong with these people. These meat people. Oh, I can kind of do some stuff like this. I can give it a tail. Your dog has no tail. Empathy. I can increase... I can give it a face. Oh, never mind. Number of facial features. 3. Okay, we got a UI issue. Facial feature type 4. Let's generate. Let's see what happens. Thetis Tomani. I don't think I actually created it anywhere. It's supposed to be somewhere. Where'd it go? Well, I'm gonna have to figure all this out as we go. So instead, this meat colony seems to be dying. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know how to live. So I'm gonna irradiate. Right? That way, if they reproduce, it gets weird. Alright, let's increase the time scale. So we'll give them a chance to reproduce. I'm just gonna irradiate like a whole bunch of meats. And this whole colony is gonna be irradiated so that the evolution can occur quickly. Alright, the offspring will begin to deviate a bit if all goes well. Things will get kind of weird. See, we got some slightly different colored meats. These ones have like big heads. If that is a head, they're like furry. Oh no, that just looks like ball skin. That is fucking disgusting. And they have little beady eyes. Oh, get out of here! They're hairy. We'll come back. We'll come back to check on them later. You can see here that these meats are starving, but they find a way to create life nonetheless. By eating each other, procreating, and then continuing to eat each other. time to irradiate that colony. Alright, so now we have 2 colonies that are going to get some weird offspring. We're going to raise the water level a bit, just because I'm gonna be an asshole. I probably have killed numerous meats. Also, this game does lag a bit, doesn't it? They're also capable of swimming, so we might find some underwater fellers. I haven't seen any yet, but it's possible. This is, again, part of the new updates of this game. I'm surprised they continued working on it. Yeah, the frame rates get especially fucky when you change the speed to ×10. I don't know, that might not be something I could work around. So what do we have here? This is Mercum species. So we got some evolution. Oh, we got legs! We got, it looks like hairy, but not in the weird ball way. Like, this one kind of looks like it's got grass on it, but it has some rudimentary legs. It seems like this colony of, like, ball meat is still viable. Those aren't eyes, by the way. Those are horns. I thought those were eyes. Their numbers are dropping. Well, survival of the fittest. You know, will the meats with the legs be the ones that actually end up surviving? Are you taking a piss? Can I make like a massive creature? If there's a massive creature somewhere, then that means I've succeeded. So is this... I don't know if this is the colony that I irradiated, but they're also developing legs and fighting each other. But yeah, I don't know, actually... I don't know how to, look at this one go. Yo, this is a healthy, swimmy meat. Swim! I don't know how to import things. Like, I created a large meat. Let's see. 0 creatures in the nursery. Capture a creature with the move tool and place it in the nursery to begin. I'm going to assume that the area in the middle is the nursery, so... Alright, you're just pathetic enough that you could be... Oh, we got a little robot. Okay, there's a Robert here. Oh, wow. Oh, was it pregnant? I'm pregnant! Oh, I can edit now. Now I can edit, so I can make these things massive if I want, right? That's the idea. How come they don't get big? How come they don't get big? See, primary hue. Maybe there's a size limit? Maybe. Maybe I need to just put in a crazy number like 400, 4,000. and hit the check mark and then hit generate. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe then I need to speed up for a bit and see if that... No. Maybe over time? I don't know. It's not really clear. Details. We've got diagrams. We've got rovers. There's a rover here that feeds. You know. Looks like I'm the one driving it. Vinny, maybe recheck the box. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh. Oh, I see. I see. How do I not rove? I don't want to rove anymore. I'm done. I am done rovering. Oh, you can mouse over areas of the satellite with, you know, and just find out what's going on. Delete? No, that didn't really work. Delete. Oh, I see. That's what you meant. I was hitting the delete key. I was like, oh. Oh, they're getting big. They're getting big. Hang on a minute. Maybe with increase. Oh, shit! Oh boy. Oh, they're just massive now. It's too big. How can this live? How can it eat? We don't have enough food for it. But a head and a neck. Head scale. I think we should make the head of this creature 6,000 is what we should do. And now we watch and we see as it continues to grow. Going to introduce them. Oh wait, I just introduced a bunch of bones. They all died. On the move over, they all died. Well, shit. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. We need to continue irradiating our subjects. Where you can build fences and stuff. Okay, so that's new as well, I think. Okay, all of these will be... Where'd the info go? Here it is. Alright, irradiate. Hit him with a big dose. Alright, now that I've done that, we can take a look around and see what else is happening here. What kind of life is evolving on this godforsaken island? These are like meat primes, just taken a little bit further. I don't think there's any radiation here. They like to fight each other still, but they can reproduce at a rate that they can continue increasing in numbers despite them killing each other. Now, you have a slight evolution. I think this one developed like hard skin. It's like leathery. You got like a little nublet over here that looked like a thumb. Yeah. Still no sea life, which is a little disappointing. I was hoping we would see some, like, water meats, but that's not happening. Over here, we're still working with these hairy ones. See, this is also me trying to figure out how to play this game, so that in a little while from now, we can get the mega meats. Like, there was one time I streamed this, the creatures didn't make any sense. They were so fucking weird. What happens if I move a whole colony over here? You know what I mean? And just irradiate them. Like, massively irradiate them. Feed them. I want them to be healthy. Let's just watch. Yep, it's getting real fucking weird. It didn't take long. What is this thing? This is like this is a completely different species by now. Very fascinating. So this island, which was once not populated, is going to be, let's say, an experimental island. We'll continue irradiating a bit. Vinny, in science, this is called allopatric speciation. They have alopecia? My hog? Just gonna dump the meats in the water for a minute. Like, I'm gonna feed them. I want to see them become. Look, see, they're still feeding. Still feeding them. Here we go. We got some things. Oh my god, they are expanding at a phenomenal rate. I think I've gone a little too far in a few places, actually. Are you water meats, or are you just survive? I don't think they're specifically water meats. I think they're just surviving. They're just swimming. What? These are monsters. This is like the fucking Looney Tunes monster. Yeah, they want to get back on land. They're not evolving into seafaring creatures. Also, the creatures on this island were far too silly. They all died. Fertility decreasing. I might need to increase the fertility. Okay, this is now very fertile. Very fertile indeed. Let's irradiate. We'll feed. And that should get them ready for the next generation. What's going on over here? Anything? Nope. This is... Hang on a minute. Whoa, 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 we got something going on here. What the hell are you guys doing? This is completely different. Completely different than anything we've seen so far. Antum Spatora. So yeah, there's a couple that keep going out and attempting to swim. Okay, I don't like this one. I am afraid of this one. I'm equally as afraid of this one. Is it dead? No. Alright. We can get even weirder, I think. We're gonna feed them once again. Irradiate once again. And now we see what happens. Here you go. Giant. I don't even know that I can call those hands. Okay. Alright, those are just testicles. And it's dead. I'm going to revive every dead creature on this island. The skeletons don't last that long, so it's not... Oh, good for me. I just clicked import, but it didn't crash, so that's good. Alright. Oh, man. Oh, God. These creatures don't know how to survive. They don't know how to, like, eat. there's barely anything worth living on this island. I irradiated them too much. I think we got to put them all down. You're just floating, aren't you? Yeah. So again, there's attempted water meats. What is this little fella? Parum speron? Speron? This is like almost meat prime. Okay, that was like a fish. Okay, just look, I keep reviving it and it keeps dying. It is like the only one of its species and it is pathetic and terrible. And it just had kids and they also died. But it's a water creature, I think. Oh no. Oh god, oh no. Oh no. Oh, I hate it. Yeah, we got some water creatures. This one's swimming. No problem. It's evolved gills. What the fuck are you? Lanum splesodes. Goodbye. I can't even bring it. Oh, now it's back from the dead. It's too hot. Like it's not. You know, it's not supposed to be here. All right. I'm gonna leave whatever the hell else is going on this island up to fate, nature, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. Instead, I'm gonna go over here. It's been long enough since we checked on the mainland meats, which is a good band name if anyone needs it. Now we've got some thriving species. The Mercum spisones are doing well. They're hairy. And they seem to get along with the other Mercum spisones because they're the same fucking breed, but they just have slightly different colors. So they're thriving. They travel in packs, that's why they thrive, and then they eat. We got more Mercum specium. No, these are like a subspecies. What's going on over here? Who are you? This is more or less default meat having evolved on its own. It now has legs. They're not good legs. And in fact, some would say that they're very bad legs, but it's trying. You got a couple over here. This is water-based, I think. Kind of looks like a fish. And it's dead. You're not allowed to die. I think this is a water-based creature. Okay. Over here, we've got a little group of primum spepi... Not even gonna try anymore. Extremely, I'm gonna say standard meat evolution. Check the physiology tab. You can see, yeah, oh yeah. The autosave's happening a lot more often. That doesn't matter. Yeah, you can kind of learn a little bit about them, their length, their head scale, all that fun stuff, what kind of limbs they have. Here we go. Speaking of thrive, look at these sons of bitches thriving. Kind of. I mean, they're getting there. This was my experiment island, and they're all dead. It turns out that overly irradiated creatures don't last very long. In fact, look at the numbers. They're dwindling. This is the most successful species right here. This thing. Well, they ate all the greenage. I think that's the problem. Or at least it seems like it. Is there a way to add a rover and just have it go on its own? No, I don't think so. Can I fix that? I don't know if I can fix it, but I can't. As far as I can tell, I can't add more greenage. It already does? Oh, it's already going on its own. Oh, I see. So, by not clicking drive, so if I add this one, I'm going to have it feed trees with high energy. That rover will go around and revitalize the trees, just in case too many of them die. Alright, so we're going to do something here. I'm going to do satellite map. Let's just take a look at the numbers while I fast forward. And how long will it take for one species to be the most successful? Or one species to die entirely and then just be removed forever? Also, rover, trees with low energy. Feed trees with low energy. There we go. Feed. Okay, so this rover, just to help along a little bit, these rovers are going to take care of dead trees and dying meat. Primum spipiens, this one right here, this is the thriving. Mercum is about to die. Mercum is just about dead. One or two? There's one left dead. Yeah, it's pretty clear that we have a winner. Is this rover is stuck? We had a new species evolve? Oh yeah. Oh no. I mean, they're trying. But you'll see. Yeah, you'll see that some of them, like it's just the diversity is just lessening, but we have so many of this one. These rovers are very dumb. Very dumb. What is this? What the fuck manner of diagram is this? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a whole fuckload of creatures, we're gonna put them back on this island. Some of them will die in blood explosions. That's okay. We're gonna do this again. We are going to irradiate back on Death Island. Some new, oh, look at all these other new and exciting species evolving. There we go. Can I get rid of lower than 50? Feed population when creature count is lower than... Oh, I see. 5,000. Or 500. Yeah, 5,000's good, I think. That'll make it so that the rover actually does something. Okay, so the subspecies around here are actually kind of, like, happening. Something's working. And this rover is going around... Which one is this? I don't know. Feed. Here we go. Yeah, the problem is they end up eating like everything. Each other. All the plants. You know, I was hoping maybe some of these little bastards would survive. Okay, what's going on over here? Well, there's been like a huge comeback in life. Oh my god. Huge split. Split! Yeah, things are getting better. I'm going to do another thing here. No. What am I doing? I want to... Some weird UI issues where, like, I select something and the menu doesn't come up. You know? Trying to get this fucking... More rovers to tend to plants. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. Throw another one in there, see what happens. Feed trees with low energy. These? Here we go, now I can pick stuff up. Oh, I captured a lot of these dudes. Wow. I'm going to make them massive again. They want to get out so bad. Look at them. They're like longing for their friends. Holy crap, now I feel fucking terrible. Seem to be energy weasels. But I've never seen anything like that. I can't stop myself. When I get into the fucking Dr. Light mindset, it's bad. How do I do this again? I had them before. I was able to make them huge. Oh, there should be more biodiversity. Let's take a look at the satellite. Yeah, it seems like it. There's still some weird ones from the radiation. And there's been a split between primum spepiens and primum spipiens. Two very successful creatures, but on different sides of the island. All still pretty stock standard meat. However, these ones are kind of weird. There's a couple in there that are thriving, that are also just very strange looking, that doesn't feel like they should be. They should be thriving. Brain. What can I do to the brain? I can make it lazy. Number of features, number of facial features. Let's go for like 15. Face. Yeah, face is a little fucked up. I can't open that menu. This game still needs some work. Max empathy for most caring meat creatures you've ever seen. It switched back to 4. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. There's just a couple things that still confuse me. Like, they're not growing now. I don't know what I did wrong. A lot of things went extinct. And we're back to just a couple of different species, including the Spipians are now winning. We have to irradiate this whole continent. That's the only way to create a better strain. Once again, I can't do the thing I wanted to do because the menu is not opening properly. Oh no. Fuck. What's this camera mode? Oh, we can get right in on the action. It's like we're walking amongst them. Vinny, have you ever considered setting up a P.O. box? I have one. I just don't advertise it too much because I don't feel comfortable with people spending money on stuff to send to me that I, might not like or whatever. It feels weird, but I ask that people email me first before they send stuff to my P.O. box. So that way I know what they want to send. Come on. I can't select the creatures and get the creature mode stuff again. Preman Spipians have gone extinct? Wait, really? No, they're still around. There's like 8 of these creatures, and they seem to be okay. Still can't get the irradiation menu. God damn it, game. This one's going mental. It's time to murder. Species selection mode. Oh, there it is. They're like dramatically decreasing because everything is too hot. Nope. Creature selection. There it is. Okay, now I see how this works. Also, this game does not run well. Yeah, it's so hot it's melting my fucking computer. When I made the temperature too hot, it just started destroying my computer. Hang on, it's slowing down because you have draw grass on? That's world options. I don't know how to turn that off. think I have to abandon this timeline. I think this timeline is just fucked. I think this game is fucked. At least you got to see my slideshow presentation on evolution. Here, let's get rid of draw grass. Okay, so new world. We'll do something. We'll do something different here. We'll start with a random creature too. Oh, random aquatic. We'll just go random. Oh, that one looks weird. Oh, they're all different. Okay. What can we do here? Performance, world size. Oh, you can get like huge worlds. I bet they run like shit. Fed up with this world. Creature detail. I'll increase the detail a little bit since we've turned off grass. Speed multiplier, how fast the creatures can move about. Stamina, aging rate. Large values means shorter lifespans. Let's keep them a little longer lifespans. Mutation rate. Let's increase the mutation rate and the breeding range. They reproduce without mating. Oh, I see. Okay. Godspeed. Good luck. What monsters did we get? Oh, they're all random. Okay. All right. So everything here is random. It's not like one species. That one is too pathetic to live. So you'll notice many of these species are just going to die. I'm going to do first person mode. Every creature so far I've come across is sad and pathetic. Except this one. This one's pretty fucking badass. It's gonna die, though. It's like an alien. I don't know if we have aquatic creature. Aquatic. Oh, God. You know what? Why don't you just stay dead? Blueprint Aquad. There are only 53 creatures left. And no wonder. These seem to be the dominant species of the planet for the moment. Which probably won't be for very long, but... I mean, look at the way they walk. They just vibrate their testicles until they... And that's how they... scoot. So, the dominant species is actually this one. I don't know where they are, but... we don't know who he is or where he came from. Some cool elevation on this island. This one seems a lot more... I mean, yeah, we don't get to see the grass, but that's okay, I guess. It's a pink version of the baby from Eraserhead. That, I believe, is the species that is most successful thus far on this island. I believe they can swim. Yeah. So fucking weird. But what I would like to do is speed this up and see what happens. So the species that are, you know, going to survive, I think, are kind of being sussed out and established currently. These fuckers are still going strong. I guess they have some traits that make them desirable on this particular island. I mean, good for them. I hate them personally. I don't like these guys too much either, but just because they remind me of the baby from Eraserhead, no other reason. Everything else is fine. So what I'm going to do now is increase the time scale a bit. And okay, we're good for now. Let's see. Let's get a couple rovers. Feed population when lower than, say, 500. Okay? And then I want to get one to feed trees with low energy. Just 2 simple rovers just to help out. And here's what we have. A diverse group of Pokemon. Cthulhu Chew! I choose you! Cradiator! Yellow Tit! Go! That was Yellow Robertsons. That's the name of that species. So what do we got here? We got a ton of different types. You know, you got the varieties of Eraserhead babies and other such scum. But it seems like these guys are still going strong. These guys are increasing at a phenomenal rate. Proud of them. That's why we have to introduce some radiation. We can't allow them to breed uncontested. Oh, the grass was a huge frame rate kill. Never mind. Where am I? Oh. This is all times 3. We get to watch trees grow. We get to watch creatures get eliminated. New ones are birthed. Civilizations are formed. But war never changes. Oh, this is a really fucking weird one, too. The variety of different creature types has increased quite a bit since I last played this. Here's a question. Does anyone remember how I got those giant fucked up ones with the tiny legs the last time I played this? Granted, that was like a year and a half ago, but I'm wondering if anyone maybe plays this game. Mega mutation rate? Mutation rate 100? Everybody do the sign of the cross. gonna get real fucking weird. Pray to whatever god you currently believe in. So I'm gonna look over here for a little bit. We can take a look at these plants grow. The sky, everything's all nice. Everything's all peaceful for the time being. And then I turn around. And what do we have? Well, nothing too crazy yet. The population is going way down. These are still not the mega creatures that I hoped they would be. Like, I wanted creatures that are, like, Godzilla-sized. Might have to introduce such a thing manually. Let's try to edit this one guy again. What do you got here? All right. Genetic engineering. Size. Not good enough. It's just not... One is not good enough. We need 4,000. Getting big? No. What am I not doing? What am I doing incorrectly? Let's see how far up we can go before it just doesn't work. You can go to 9, you can go to 10, you can go to 11, you can even go to 12, 13, 15. Let's try that. I mean, I had it before. Maybe I just don't know how this genetic engineering shit works. You want nursery edit? Oh, I want nursery edit. Edit target. You're right. You are correct, sir. All right, let's go back to nursery edit. We'll start small with 500%. We'll do 500. Never mind. Okay. 25? How about 50? No, that's where it starts disappearing. 30? Yeah, we can do 30. Generate. It's checkmarked. Need to import it. Generate. They could be dying immediately. Wouldn't doubt that. Most of my creatures tend to die immediately. So these fuckers are thriving. Is there anything left? Oh, there's a couple things left. This fella got these things are here. These things. They don't even make the, like, attempt to walk. They just float. They evolved floating. Why are you doing this? Why do the rovers in this game suck? Johnny 5? That's Johnny 5 in creature form. This could be like a Pixar creature. It's got the big welcoming eyes. Okay, so again, this one, through sheer force of will and vibration, is able to move. I mean, this is a fascinating game, but I'm not sure how to play it sometimes. So there's some... Oh, there's some sea life, and it's exceedingly strange. I wouldn't expect anything less. So there are a couple creatures that are doing just fine, regardless of my meddling. I don't know. I think they've gotten bigger. They're still trying to escape. The rovers are trying to keep them in. But yeah, it looks like they've gotten bigger. Let's go to 3,000 again. I think they just want to die. You know? Can't blame them. Yeah, they're getting huge. Getting fucking huge. They're getting massive. Hagrid, check it out. Hagrid. They're gonna get so big that they can get over this fence soon enough. If they don't all die from being pointless and terrible. Okay, I officially hate them. Look at their little, like fucking antennae. Oh, they're huge. They're just insanely huge. Oh, now this one right here is totally independent of me implementing huge. This one grew huge on its own. It's fucking emerald weapon. We are creating Final Fantasy monsters. I know Square's a little short of ideas these days. You know, I'm throwing it out there. If you want them, you can borrow them, Square. Oh, by the way, guys, I just want to let you know. Where is it? I need the crab. It is. Where's the fucking animated GIF? I need the crab to dance. Just daily reminder. All right. These are the worst things I've ever seen in my life. So what would happen if I were to take a bunch of them, pick them up, put them in the world? What would happen? Would they survive, you think? We're going to find out. Oh, they're really fucking slow. And again, they just fly. No pretense of even attempting to walk or vibrate. Maybe those long, pointy tendrils are their legs. I don't know. Why are you out here, too? You shouldn't be here. I think I accidentally brought a rover out here. But, yeah, they're pretty They're pretty fucking scary looking. Oh my god. Speaking of scary looking, this music is not matching. Speaking of scary looking, is that its neck? Is that a face at the end of that? That long appendage? Void monsters? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think its face is at the end of the fucking tentacle. Yeah, that's not okay. This is not okay. I've done horrible... No. I've done questionable things. I've seen things that you people wouldn't believe. Scumfish floating in the river near the Tannhauser Gate.
Nope. No, I don't like that one either. No, sir.
Oh, the rover got stuck on it, I think. Can these things swim? I can't tell if they can swim or they're just pathetically dying. Same for this guy. That's fine, let him die. Got a really diverse underwater ecosystem of things that should all be dead. Here's a better thing for me to do. Instead of looking for creatures that... Is this two creatures shagging? No, it's not. I haven't said that word in a couple years. Instead of looking for creatures that are terrifying, how about I try to find, like, the one or two creatures that are actually kind of cool? I don't know what's happening with this rover. Like, okay, of all of these, is there any creature that you would adopt, chat? Lip? Is that a human lip? No, that was an orifice. Yeah, these big bastards are thriving. They're doing just fine. Let's look around and see if we can find something. I'm gonna use the word cute. No. Maybe this one? Kind of looks like a Porygon a bit. No, I don't like it. It's got too many features that remind me of an insect. Bird mouth. It's got like a beak. This is a really, like, wretched place. I'm gonna have to heat up the oceans and let them all burn soon enough. I'm sure the chat's okay with that. How about this little guy? What's your fucking... What's your malfunction? Still kind of weird. Oh, it's gross. What is this? expanding? Why does it expand like that? Why does it pulsate? Why does the meat pulsate? Guitar. That's not what I expect from spoop ambient music from YouTube.
Hey, how you doing? I'm a vagina.
It's the game music. Going for an atmosphere. That's okay, I'll leave the game music on. I like it when it shows up. Yeah, again, this is definitely a Final Fantasy villain. Or at least some, like an enemy that is summoned by the villain. Or an ancient ultimate weapon, let's call it, that existed inside the planet for years and waited for the right moment to defend it. When a spiky-haired reject, edgelord, and a bunch of his teenage friends take on the quest of a lifetime. Oh, here's this one again. This one is just fascinating to me. And it's dead. Well, once in a lifetime chance to study a creature, it is now extinct. But yeah, I still don't think I've seen a single creature that I would actually keep as a pet. Like if I had to. Especially not this one. Oh, especially not this one. But they're all pretty fucked up, so... I don't know. I guess we should increase the mutation rate to times 1,000. Creature detail is going to go up. I'm going to do one where the creature detail is going to be like, 10,000. But it's only going to be like 10 creatures. Because you know what's going to happen. Wait, what the fuck happened here? Are you... Was that... What? Are you on fire? I thought this was the... Oh my god, it's growing. I thought that was the rover on fire. No, the rover is still content to just do donuts. Okay, rip computer, here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa! Can we see that again, please? Can you show me your neck for a minute? Thanks. Absolutely mental. It's gone. But that's okay, because there's another neck boy over this way. It's an orange neck boy. It's a fish, too. There's a lot of hybrid fish creatures that can also walk on land. Alright, carry on. This is gonna get laggy. Okay, remember those things that I kept in the nursery earlier? This is them now. Feel old yet? God damn it, where is it? Where it was just here. Huh. Someone just said dust in the wind. I was at the beach. I don't actually go on the sand because I hate it. It's coarse, it's rough, and it gets everywhere. But I like to walk on the boardwalk for exercise purposes, for weather purposes. Sometimes I like to sit and think, helps me write. So anyway, I'm at the beach. 3 dudes. One wearing like a beer hat. It was like a tattered beer hat. Another dude, ripped jeans. You know, full hobo attire on all of them. And, you know, they're walking, and they get to where I am, and they sit down next to me. And I hear, like, guitar. I'm like, what is that? And one of the dudes, the dude with the beer hat in particular, playing Dust in the Wind by Kansas. Just listening to it and just like, oh man. Just loving it. Just loving it. That's the whole story. There isn't much more to it. It's just, he was listening to Kansas while walking, and then he sat down, and he continued listening to Kansas, and when it got to, like, a certain part, like, he closed his eyes, like he looked to the horizon with his eyes closed, tilted his head up and to the right a bit. You know, it was a nice day out, to be fair, so maybe he really felt as he were dust in the wind. And then he vanished completely, just totally disappeared. That man, Albert Einstein. And then the plane clapped. Everything before the Albert Einstein part was true, but you know that, right, chat? I mean, I've had people ask me dumber questions before, but I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page. We're cool, right? It's all true. Oh yeah, he really just vanished. Yes, of course. Oh, all of it. It's all true. So we've achieved peak evolution, and we got long boys whose necks disappear. We got glitches. We've evolved glitches. Look. Look. There's holes in this thing's shell. It's... Everything here is terrible and it needs to die, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna kill them all. But before we kill them all... Now, you know what? We're just gonna kill them all. Temperature is increasing. You know, some of these fuckers are gonna evolve to withstand the temperatures of Lava World. Also, that was a really fucking cool effect, how that happened like that. There's a couple. There's a couple. They're still... No, they're dying. Here we go. A new species has arrived. This rover is swimming around trying to keep them alive so that life can flourish. But yeah, they're all burning. They're all like dying and burning, and the rover is keeping them alive. But there's a couple little creatures here that are, oh my god, it's scorching. Anything in the nursery? Nope. This planet is totally fucked. but maybe they can get their energy resources from thermal vents. There's a couple here. I think this might be it. All right, now, deep freeze. We might see a brief spike in life. No, never mind. They're all getting fucking destroyed. 0 life. Mass extinction. It's not as hard as I thought it would be. Let's try a couple other ideas. So, mutation rate, good. Creature detail. 50,000. But we're only going to do 50 creatures. I'm going to decrease the size of the world a bit. We have a couple different options here. We've got plateau. Where do bad folks go when they die? They don't go to heaven where the angels fly. Let's do Oasis. It's the wrong song. I was thinking about Lake of Fire. Plateau is the nothing on the top but a bucket and a mop. Illustrate a book about birds. See a lot up there, but don't be scared. Who needs action when you got words? Different song entirely. I'm okay. I'm fine. I should have sang Wonderwall. Oh, cool. That looks cool. Alright, so we got highly detailed creatures. They look awesome. Horse octopus. Yeah, kinda. It's like it's got ram horns though. I mean, when I say awesome, I mean it definitely still needs to die. Oh, what are you, friend? Also like a little meat. Baby tapeworm. Monkey snakeworm. Alright, let's get on with it then. Oh, we're gonna have a mass extinction. There are only 2 creatures left. Damn it, creature selection mode, please. There's one thing left. Somewhere there is one species. It's one creature. Never mind. We need more. I think I can handle more. Let's try a maximum of 200 creatures this time. I think we can manage that. And I'm gonna try a lot, like a slightly larger world. Vinny, last time you streamed this, you did 25 mutation rate. Well, we're doing 1,000 now. Thousand's too much, you say? Alright, Ian Malcolm. Game crashed. Just to let you know. For your information. Let's do a 1,000 creature detail. We're going to do a creature cap of 1,000. Oh, Jesus. Too many. Mutation rate of 15. All right. We're going to do blank slate this time, and we're going to watch the mutation do its thing. Meat efficiency. The global efficiency of gathering energy by eating the corpse of other creatures. Sure. Raises and lowers the in-game food efficiency settings to keep the global population from hitting the creature cap. Sure. Well, we need more than 100 creature cap. There we go, 1,000. Yeah, it seems like it'll be alright. The level of detail is maybe a little high. Let's see if the game crashes. Success. Game did not crash. They're fucking burning. Oh, now they're good. Okay. What the fuck is going on? Bring them back from the dead. We got 13 to work with. Oh man, I gotta introduce a rover. Temperature setting? Well, I tried to lower it a bit. What would be, you know, I don't know what the best temperature is for these meats. Now they're okay, kind of. No, not really. Already we've got some mutations. So maybe if I just keep these alive, they'll mutate to the point where they can survive this shitty temperature. They're too cool. Okay, so well, we need to make them warmer. You're not dying on me, you sons of bitches. It's too hot, too cold. Jesus, make up your... My God, as Tommy would say. The best temperature is well done for they are meat after all. I want water level to rise. What finicky meats? They just go to sleep and then they die. When did the music get good in this? Jesus. Okay, the temperature has increased to the point where some of them are burning and dying. And others are too cold. What the hell's going on? Put a couple in the nursery. Speaking of the nursery, I think we need one that's like size, oh, I don't know, 50,000? Vinny, you accidentally set a temperature setting in the bottom right to 10 instead of 1. Is that what I did? Temperature loss modifier. Oh, okay. You're right. That was where the 0 went when I tried to add that other 0. Now they should be fine. Yeah, there's a couple that are still on fire, but they'll get over it. Here you go. Got some long neck boys. You got some peanuts. We got peanuts have evolved. This is a really good game. Here they come. It's one of my favorite moments in the game Rust ever. Was where, because you could do the voice chat while you're like raiding people and attacking people. So I remember there was one time I was playing with some of the mods, and I forget who else, a bunch of people from the stream, and I guess I was just running into combat and trying to kill people, and I was just going here, but it sounded really shitty because the mic quality was terrible. So it was like this. I forget, it was like probably Desert. The laughing, or Jeff, the laughing was distracting from that point forward, but it was good. It validated my funniness. I was like, oh, I'm funny. But then you learn later that you're not. I mean, you as in me. That's a shame. But for a little while there, I was like, wow, that's good. That's a good bit. That's a good question. Here I Alright, time to check on my giant meatus. Oh, they're dead. Alright, never mind. Does this thing just dance? This rover is actually being really helpful for once. Those are Pokemon. Those are definitely like Rockhorn. This one's Hornzart. This one is Leathershrew. This one I'm gonna call... I'm trying to think of fuchsia plus fungus. Fungus, that sounds like a rapper. Is there a young fungus that's rapping at the moment these days? Does anyone know? There's no one named Young Fungus? Well, damn. Do these creatures just not move? Oh my god. They're evolving into a pyramid. Lil Fungus. Okay, finally, one of them evolved movement, and it's like, I want to get the fuck out of here. Unfortunately, death was the only option. Oh, this is an interesting one. And it's dead. Never mind. Some of them are getting big on their own without me having to fuck with their, you know, DNA. Your genes, right?
Vinny, this is Solid Snake. I'm told that you play a lot of Metal Gear games, and that you've developed a joke of telling Raiden in Snake's voice to squeeze your hog.
There are people who are just joining that haven't seen that yet. That's why I keep playing it. I figure the reactions of the chat is good enough to show it a couple times tonight. People are like, that's not real. That's not him. It's him. I mean, granted, you get paid, like it's a pay service. But come on. That's so awesome. Oh, God. What a crazy day. I'm gonna just get these guys out of here. I figured, you know, if they're gonna die, they're just gonna die anyway. The rover is trying so hard to keep them alive, too, but they're just useless, pathetic, like, meat hogs. You know, they just take the food from other more interesting and more responsible creatures. Like, I like this little one right here. That one is a nice one. So, instead of the big, useless, shitty creatures taking all the resources, I'm gonna have that shitty creature become huge. Look at them. They fucking suck. Oh, these ones are flourishing, but also... I don't know, how big can they get? They can get pretty big. Well, while this is happening, let's take a look at the satellite. We have a lot of... Look at this. We have actually, surprisingly, 2 dominant species with a bunch of other little experimental species. But, yeah, it seems like there was an evolution that occurred to get one species to do this better than anyone else. And I think this is them. And they're not much to look at. Well, it's got a floating head. It's got an anti-gravity floating head. Okay. Well, it's pretty cool, I guess. They're alive. I mean, there is life on this planet, on this island, that hasn't mutated into useless rock creatures, which was my fault, but that's okay. I'm going to reintegrate these dudes into the world and see how that goes. I'll feed them. I'm going to give them a fighting chance. They're very slow while they're spreading. They're spreading very quickly, but they're very slow. They can't, like, oh, they're all dying. They're not going to be able to find food. Look at how pointless they are. Try a new method of reproduction for creatures. I can do that, but what I want to do first is I want to slowly lower the temperature into an ice age, but to the point where creatures can adapt and possibly survive it. Ice age coming, ice age coming. Let me hear both sides, let me hear both sides. Sorry, Tom York. He's got an album coming out for his soundtrack to a movie. Pretty excited about that. This might be a little too much, too quickly. But I believe in them. Oh, never mind. Game crash. Well, what do you know? Sexual. This is what people want. They want to see the sexual. So we'll give them what they want. I'm going to do a slightly higher mutation rate than usual. Oh, we can do like 25, and then we can do like a breeding range of 25. Creature detail, I think we definitely want more for more interesting creatures. Those ones were pretty good. And this will be the last one of the night, I think, because I'm tired. I was at Comic-Con today, walking around, and it takes a lot out of you, surprisingly. So, and I have to go again tomorrow. Not have to, but I want to. Vinny, is it true cons smell bad? Depends on the con, and depends on how hot it is outside. And I know that's gross. But that's live. Okay, I think everything here is kosher, and we'll do one more. Good. Crash. Yeah, immediate crash. Yeah. Motherfucker. Numlock doesn't work with this game. That's frustrating. Just want to increase the mutation rate as I did before. Hopefully this works. I don't really want to keep fighting this game. Yeah, I mean, most conventions have a little bit of a thing going, but today wasn't so bad. I didn't really notice too much. And also, again, I wasn't getting too close to people to find out what the bow meter was like, but I can say this. At some of the smaller conventions, I've noticed it a little bit. And I'm going to say something. That's why I made Vinesauce brand deodorant and gave it out. That's true. Some of you know about this, some of you don't. I actually like to give away free shit at conventions when people meet me. Like a Nutty Putty or like a duck or whatever. Kazoos. But one year I did Vinesauce brand deodorant. Praise be. That was a good year. So I think we get to watch, you can see them mate. Like they chase each other around a little bit. Now, again, I'm going to gradually lower the temperature, bit by bit, in the hopes that, okay, we got some extinct creatures. We need rovers. Population when the total creature count is lower than 500. Okay, we got some rovers. Hopefully that's enough to get them to survive. This is, I'm sorry, excuse me? Already? Already we're getting these things? Oh god, I hate it. I don't know why they turn into scrotum so quickly. It is not by my hand that the meat turns into a scrotum. Vinny, you forgot to set... Oh, you're right, I didn't do sexual reproduction. Let's try again. That way they can do it like they do it on the Discovery... I'm so sorry. What do they do on the Discovery Channel now? Don't they just, like, ghost hunt? Or is that a different channel I'm thinking of? House building? Is there a way I can just... like, add a bunch of meats to this world? I'm gonna create an ice age over here. Like, I want to import... increase breeding rate. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. It's hard to get these things started. But you can see over here that the rovers are trying their hardest to not have everything go extinct. Here's one. Just sleeping. Okay, no, they're not actually doing a whole lot, are they? Well, they're trying. That's it? That's all there is? Just 2 meats? God damn it. Blast the breeding rates. Let me import some creatures. Number to import. Cannot be imported. Cannot be import. Why cannot they be imported? What the hell's going on with this game? Well, breeding range. I don't have breeding rate. So I can't, like, make them sex. Over here, however, I might have to turn off sexual reproduction so we can get some more fucking things going here. This is a lot harder than it looks. There we go. Now we got it. Finally. I had to bring him to the nursery. My goal for this one was to try to create a bunch of creatures that could survive in harsh temperatures. Did they just immediately die? Yep. They're good inside the nursery, but then you let them out and they just start perishing. Now make them sex? Why do you guys want to see this? You can see that this isn't exactly going all that well. The numbers have gone down dramatically. Let's face it, the meats just like to asexually. They like to fuck themselves. Oh, I'm off the front page. Okay, I can say that. It's all good. They weren't ready for sex. Let's see. Okay, hang on a minute. We got some, you know, things are happening here. They're living. They're living a bit. They're trying. They're spreading. They're spreading their seed, homie. They're evolving. They're mutating. They're adapting. It's not completely unheard of. Well, we just need to make them big. I think that's the real... I think that's the real shit. Gotta just make them huge. Hagrid, check it out. They're turning into lizards, kind of. Like weird, like boxing glove meat lizards. We'll throw those out, and they just died. Alright, never mind. They're not getting big. Is this an autosave or a crash? That's a crash. Alright. Well, that's about enough of that. Here. Let's do one really crazy one. This game is not very stable. Creature detail. Let's do 20,000. We'll do a creature cap of 150. Number of creatures. We'll do whatever that is. Good. And then I'm just going to go mental with the mutation rate. Like 5,000. Whatever. See if it crashes. It's a cool game. You can do a lot with it. I'm sure some people could make better use of this than I ever could too. But that being said, it crashes a lot. We got a moist raid? Oh my god, what a crazy day. Well. Hello. What's up, everybody? It's me, Vinical. I gotta thank the big moist himself. What a name. What a beautiful name. What a beautiful man. Anyway, this is, I'm really just about to stop playing this, so I don't have much entertainment for you anymore. But it's a game called Species, and it's kind of like Spore. And you can like make meat creatures evolve into other strange things, as you're probably seeing right now. The rovers are going mental trying to keep them alive. They got like horn titties, a couple of them. Yeah, it's It's a little nuts. But they're surviving. I just wanted to see what the mutation rate would look like at 5,000. But there's a couple surviving now. There's a couple dying. They haven't found the species that's gonna. Oh, maybe they have to take to the water. Maybe this dongfish is the key to their survival. Yeah, I kind of wish the music would stay on throughout the whole thing. It's pretty good. Rover just wants them to live. Rover making a valiant effort. But again, as we saw earlier, some of these creatures just want to die. They're just not born for this world. Vinny, it's what everyone thought Spore would be like before there was extensive footage of it. Spore was some of the fucking... Spore was supposed to be like a life simulator. And then it ended up being a series of not good interconnected, like, mini-games. Some of them were a little bit better than others, but the Creature Creator was still the high point of Spore. It could have been... It could have been so much better. So how come all my creatures are fucking dying? Like, constantly. They're evolving too fast. Oh, these in the nursery haven't evolved at all, actually. Oh, I'm sending little, like, groups out, a couple at a time, to try to live, but they just keep dying just outside the fence. This rover, the rover can't get over the wall. You know what? Maybe I can make it stronger. Climate sensitivity. Let's see. So size. Size is always good. Skin, but I don't know if I can make them, like, stronger. There's a couple over here. There's some stuff happening over here. Again, we're getting some weird, like... Yeah, we're getting, like, weird, like, hairy Pokemon breed the rovers. That would actually be a fun game. The rovers can live. They don't die so quickly. I agree that they're evolving too fast, though. That seems to be a huge problem. Even with all this time. Yeah, they're having a lot of trouble adapting to this paradise. How dare they? I'm just going to take the babies as soon as they happen. Get them out there. They can't find their own food. They're so stupid. See, yeah, they have to be fed by rovers, otherwise they just die. And I think your horribly invasive species has completely displaced the native wildlife. Congratulations. And then the game crashed. The game just fucking crashed. I'm done. I'm clearly playing this game the wrong way. And I give up. We got to see a couple weird creatures. Good enough. All right, let's take a look at the art. If they update that game further, if they make it more stable, if there's, if I learn how to play it better in the future, which I might be able to, but if they make it more stable and the game ends up getting a little bit more detailed and less crashy, I will stream it again. Maybe in a year. I don't know. I mean, I streamed that Star Trek game like a year after I streamed it last. So I like to come back to some of these games every now and then. Hang on a second. Just all right, cool. So here's the art for the night. We're gonna do this. Vinny, when are you gonna stream Super Mario Party? I might not be around to stream tomorrow because, like I said, I'm going to Comic-Con. Friday is a busy day at Comic-Con, and it's also, there's going to be traffic, and I might not want to have to rush home to stream. So probably not going to stream tomorrow, but I'm probably going to stream Saturday, in which case I will get Mario Party for then. So that's my current plan. If the off chance I do show up to stream tomorrow, then we'll do some Mega Man and Dead Space. If not, then Saturday, Mario Party plus Mega Man or Dead Space. Probably Dead Space.